Welcome back to the third segment of 2012 here on Conestoga Hockey Talk. Guest host Brant Booth here with Ryan Drury. What we're going to do right now, we're going to revisit some of the award predictions from the very first show. Ryan, we're going to ask you just a couple questions if you want to change your answers. Let's get it started here. First, the Hart Trophy. Ryan picked Alexander Ovechkin. What are you thinking?
Well, unfortunately for Mr. OV in DC, I'm going to have to change that pick. He didn't get off to the hot start that I thought he'd be motivated to get off to. Recently playing well, but I'm going to have to toss my heart mid-season to Claude Giroux. Just unbelievable play for the Philadelphia Flyers, overcomes the concussion, and really doing well without Chris Pronger there. Claude Giroux, Hart Trophy.
All right, how about the Vezina? Looks like you had Ryan Miller.
Yeah, Ryan Miller, another guy that I thought would get off to a hot start and be motivated. Unfortunately, him and his whole team aren't exactly playing the way that they can. Ryan Miller, I still think he's a great goaltender. No Vezina for him this year, though. It's going to go to Tim Thomas again. What an unbelievable goaltender, just still maintaining that high level of play from the Cup playoffs. And
how about the Norris? At the start, you had Shea Weber, recently some concussion issues. What are you thinking now?
You know what, even with the concussion issues, he should be back soon, and I'm sticking with Shea Weber to win the Norris Trophy. That guy is so instrumental to his team's success. Shea Weber is a huge cog in that defense, and he's the biggest reason why Nashville stays competitive.
Next up, we got the Calder. You had Gabriel Landeskog, who's having a good season on his own, right? But what are you thinking now?
Well, Gabriel Landeskog, you know, he was the guy that most scouts said was the most ready for the NHL. And Ryan Nugent-Hopkins was a guy, first overall pick. Does he have the size? Is he ready to play in this game? Well, you know what? Ryan Nugent-Hopkins is going to win the Calder Trophy. I'm going to change my pick. Sorry, Landeskog. I think that Nugent-Hopkins' play is absolutely unreal. He was racking up points and staying steady with the league leaders all throughout the early part of the season. He's doing a great job. Nugent-Hopkins, Calder Trophy, you'll see.
All right, Coach of the Year, Jack Adams. Let's see, you had Capono. What are you thinking now?
Well, yeah, Jack Capuano in the New York Islanders organization. I really thought that they had some depth now with Streit returning and that they'd be able to get off to a good start. Buried in the basement of the Eastern Conference right now. I really believe that Ken Hitchcock, who took over in St. Louis, is going to win the Jack Adams because he immediately changed the culture there. Davis Payne steps out. Hitch, a veteran, 500 game winner, Stanley Cup, immediately changes the culture. They're playing extremely responsible defensively. They're really helping out their goaltenders, and their offense is clicked in. Hitch is going to win the Jack Adams.
Good pick. I'd agree with that. Let's see here. Art Ross, you had Ovechkin again. Any changes there?
Yeah, absolutely. While I said Ovechkin is playing better recently, I really don't feel like he can catch the league leaders right now. Henrik Sedin's up there pretty good on him. But I do think that his teammate, Nicholas Backstrom, who's having a really good revival year, can catch them. He has some recent concussion issues. He's got 42 points. He's only 6 behind Sedin for the league lead. And I feel like with his strong play and Ovechkin starting to heat up, he can catch him and possibly win his first Art Ross Trophy.
All right, and last pick to go to is the Rocket Richard. You had Ovechkin again. Any changes there?
Yeah, I gave Ovi the trifecta earlier in our first show. Really confident that he could, but you know what? I'm going to stick with him on this, and that may shock some people. I still believe that Alexander Ovechkin is the marquee goal scorer in the NHL. Steve Stamkos has kind of taken that title from him recently, but Ovechkin's still the guy. And he's the type of guy that, even though he's been in a slump for almost a year now, he's the type of guy that whenever he wants to can turn on some magical switch and just immediately explode like a volcano and just pour goals in. And I feel like he can do that and catch Stamkos and make an incredible run to his third Rocket Richard Trophy.
Well, there you have it. Those are some picks for you. For all you fantasy poolies out there, take this guy's advice. He knows what he's talking about. That's why he has the show, and that's why he created the show. Brant Booth here with Ryan Drury. Come back. Check us out again.